So, good afternoon, students. So, today we will see some important topics from cyberspace. Let me just confirm the recording. Okay, it is recording now. Okay, so hope the screen is visible. So, in Module 3, we have this topic. First is e-governance. What do you mean by e-governance? So, in general, e-governance means the government is using the internet. You know that internet is being used rapidly after a certain long time. So when everybody is online, all the citizens have access to internet, they have mobile phone. Okay, so e-governance is all about the government using the IT, that is information and communication technology. So the government, that is e-governance. Government want to use the internet to inform their citizen about different schemes, any announcement, what is happening within the government. So that is what e-governance. Okay. So e-governance, it is, for example, Aadhaar card is there. Okay, that is a digital presence. And in some countries, there is online voting also for elections and all. There is online voting possibilities there. So e-governance is all about, getting in touch with the citizens or through the internet. So that is what it is. It is about delivering services, exchange information, interact with citizens. Okay, so there are a lot of websites where we can communicate with the government. Okay, so businesses can also interact with the government. So government departments can interact with each other. Okay, so that is what police department can interact with the telecom department for various cases. So that is what e-governance. Okay, so government is taking help of the internet. Um, so what are the different things? So e-governance helps in, we don't have to visit to the government offices. Okay, earlier we have to visit to the government offices. Now most of the services like, applying for caste certificate, applying for community certificate, various form of exam related, okay, even applying exams has become online right now. So that is what we don't have to visit to the government offices. So that is the benefit of e-governance. It improves speed, accessibility, transparency, and efficiency. Okay, what are the objectives? So we have to provide better delivery to the public services, reduce corruption. You know that when everything happens offline, there is a lot of chance of corruption. So online presence gives more clarity, more transparency. Okay, citizen participation will be there, and it is cost effective also. Okay, so if you have to go and do something every day at the government offices, then you have travel expenses. So that is what. So if it is online available means we can apply it as fast as possible. So different types of governments is there. So how we can have different types? You can say government to citizen. So services offered directly to the citizen. So how it is directly to the citizens? For example, passport seva. We can apply for passport directly without visiting the government offices. Railway ticket booking, right? We can book the ticket without going to the railway station right now. DigiLocker, we can use digital. We can show our driving license to the traffic police now. The traffic police, they accept a digital license. Online voter ID services, okay. Online utility, we can pay electricity bill, water bill right now with the help of internet. So that is what government to citizen, one type. It's a very important question. Next, government to business. So how G2B is working? So see, for various businesses, suppose you start your own company, we need to do GST registration. So this is online, it has become online. E-tendering, okay, government registration to MCA portal. So that, sorry, company registration. So if you want to register a company, we have to go through MCA portal. Import export documentation. So everything has become online. So this is what we call as e-governance. So that is about government to business. Next is government to government, how it is possible, data sharing and communication between government department, which I just spoke about you. Digital communication between police and court. National database across departments, right? National database. So we have a common database for our citizens. So through our Aadhaar card, the government can easily find out our information for any requirement. And also see, central and state government can coordinate online. You know that there are various meetings that happens, okay, with which is what happens in Delhi and state government. So we can have an online meeting. So everything is an example, okay, for coordination between central and state government. So government to government, that is what you have to remember. Communication between government departments. Next, government to employees is possible. See, for example, if you become an employee, you can, what is that? HRMS is there. Okay, government to employee. So if you are a government employee, you can apply for, you have your own HRMS software. Leave management portal, okay, online salary and pension system. So there is NPS, National Pension Scheme, okay, online training and performance system. So that is what government can provide to their government employees. Okay, what is the now example of e-government? So in India we have Aadhaar card, UMANG application, e-court. Okay, you can check the case status. Okay, if you have any case at the court, you can check the case status. Judgments online, it's possible. So during COVID, these things were established quite well. Next, e-hospital. Okay, you can do online appointment. This is also an example. Online appointment. You can appoint with a doctor, take appointment with the doctors. It's possible, right? Digital India program. Okay, that is what an initiative. When we talk about in India, we have this kind of governance, but when we talk about abroad, okay, so e-government has gone beyond what we have in our country. So, for example, Estonia. Estonia is a country where e-voting is there, digital identity is there. Okay, online services are 100% there. So, e-voting is not there in India. It might be there in upcoming years. How about Singapore? Singapore is having smart national disease. Singapore is also having a better e-governance scheme, 100% e-governance. Okay, United Kingdom, they have gov.uk portal. Okay, so that is what you can see the conclusion now for the topic. It transforms traditional governance, okay, traditional governance into digital and citizen centric system. Okay, that is what. So these are the benefits. So hope it is clear. Next topic is stages of e-government. See, when we talk about stages, e-government, see, directly we cannot achieve 100% e-governments. There is a process, there is a transformation. So e-governance, when we implement it first, so it is at what stage? It is at the information stage. What is information stage? It means providing basic information online through websites and portal. So communication is only one way. Okay, that is government provide information to the public. Public cannot directly interact. So that is what information stage. Okay, we have static pages. Okay, static website means government is only providing information. We can only see it. General information about policies, rules. Okay, so no interactive user input is not there. So that is what in information stage. Okay, it is the initial stage. See the examples here. These are the examples. Information about public service like education, health, and transport. We can see we have different websites, right? Election Commission website for voter guidelines. So this is what just providing information. That is what information stage. But when we talk about interaction stage, what is that? Okay, we can download the form. We can communicate through email, feedback and query system. So that is what, say, downloading application forms for passport or licenses is an example for interaction, because we are able to do something. Okay, not just the government, we are able to download, we are able to send email. Okay, right to information, RTI. Okay, all these are filling online inquiry forms. So these are all example of interaction stage. Users can interact with the government in a limited way. After interaction stage, we have transaction stage. What is transaction stage? Our country is in transaction stage because we are able to do online payment, UPI payment, right? Digital verification, Aadhaar card, everything. We are able to pay electricity bill. What to say? So India is in this particular stage, that is transaction stage. Okay, we can pay payment, receive services digitally. Yes, we get all booking railway ticket through IRCTC. Okay, applying for passport. So that is what we are in transaction stage. Okay, now presently India is not in transformation stage so far. Why it is like that? You can see certain things are achieved, but not completely. So what is it? What is transformation stage? It is the most advanced stage. Okay, why I'm trying to say is that, for example, election. If you want to cast election, you have to go to your state. You have to physically be available and cast the vote, right? So that thing is not completely, made practical in India. So transformation stage, we are in progress. This is the most advanced stage of e-government, where all government services are fully integrated across departments. Okay, so all the departments are connected to each other. They're coordinating well. Okay, single window service access, citizen-centric approach, high level of automation. Okay, for example, having AI. That is what automation. Many things are. Example, you see that is where available in our India. Digital India initiative integrating various services. Smart city platform with integrated service. UMANG app. So UMANG is an mobile application from where you can have multiple services. You can check your Aadhaar card. You can even have your higher secondary school certificates. You can check your passport, PAN card. Everything is available in your UMANG app. Okay. Also, if you are an employee in a certain company, you can check your universal account number through which we can check in which companies you have worked. Okay, how many years you worked in that company. So that is what UAN account, universal account. So that universal account number, which is what available in UMANG. Okay, so what is conclusion? The stages of e-governance show the transition from basic information sharing to fully integrated digital governance. Okay, so that is what now presently where India stands, that we have to learn in next topic. Advantages, what are the advantages of e-governance? Okay, so if it all happens, so we have better transparency. Okay, we have openness, we have better increased openness, so there will be less corruption. Okay, unfair practices. See, RTA, right to information. So right to information means if you want to know certain thing, for example, for the exam results. Okay, when the government announce the result or certain things you want to know which is not available online. So that RTI is the right to information. You just have to mail what information you want. You'll get the information from the government. Government portals displaying budgets, tender and policies. See, always time to time the government will release certain information about budget, tender and policies. All this information are clearly available online. Transparency. Okay, you can take an example of Twitter. Okay, in Twitter, we our Prime Minister, he updates many things. So we can have a track about what is happening day to day. Efficiency and speed is highly, because we can see income tax filing has become online. Passport application has become very fast now. Okay, you can get passport in 3 days now. Okay, with the help of fast track services. Convenience is there. Okay, so anywhere, anytime we can pay your bill. Okay, we can book train tickets whenever you want. You can check your documents on digital locker anytime. Cost reduction is there. Okay, because paperless offices. Okay, so cost reduction. We are not using papers a lot nowadays. Reduce travel cost for citizen. Yes, digital records replacing physical storage. Accountability. Digital systems allow easy monitoring and tracking of services. Accountability means what? We can track everything. Okay, track the status of passport. We can even check the status of our courier services online. Online grievance retrieval system. So you can complain about a company. We can even take an FIR online. Okay, so time bound service delivery reports. So time bound service means within these days you'll get the resolution. Okay, that is what delivery portals. So the Flipkart, Amazon, everything has become online, right? You can check all the status. Citizen empowerment. So we have the power to access the information. We can check the governments. We can benefit. You don't have to go to the government office. So citizen empowerment. We have the access to the information. Participate in decision making is possible. See, in Twitter, citizens can even give their comments, opinions. In India, we have a lot of we have freedom to speak. Okay, we can speak about anything. Nobody will unless you say a lot. So there is freedom of speech in our country. So citizen empowerment is there. Okay, that is all example of your e-governance. Now, what are the challenges of e-governance? So if in India, if you're not able to achieve 100% e-governance, what are the reasons? So first is digital divide. Digital divide means not everyone have access to the internet, right? In remote villages, citizens don't have access to the internet. Smartphones, they don't have access to smartphones. So internet is not available everywhere. That is what digital divide. Lack of awareness. Okay, so many people like us, we are not aware about government schemes and policies. We simply fall in trap of WhatsApp messages, right? So we have to confirm it from the respective website. So you can check everything online. For each ministries in our country, we have the respective website. We can confirm the schemes instead of falling into trap. So that is what lack of awareness. We can actually find information online and be aware. It's possible. Security issues are there, right? So unauthorized access to government database. Even if you have bank account in certain bank, you can see that there are a lot of fraud happening, hacking and phishing. Hacking, phishing, all these things are happening, right? People are losing money from their account. They share their information, and that is what security issues are there. Technical, these are all challenges to e-governance. Technical problems are also there. Sometimes you can see that certain government services, websites are not available. Website is slow. Website crashes, right? So that is technical problem. Resistance to change. Okay. Also, one main reason in India why there is what is that? A problem or a challenge to e-governance is people don't want to change. Government employees, they want to be like in the same way. They don't want to be proactive. Okay, they fall they do corruption, right? Lack of training, they don't want to update their information, they have fear of change, they don't want to change themselves, they feel that the system will fall against them. So many things, the resistance to change have many reasons. Lack of training, fear of change, okay, technical skills are not there. Okay, so if you're a bank employee, if you don't have sufficient technical skills, okay, then how can you inform the employee? So that is what, so we have to update ourselves with the changing technical environment. Privacy concerns, so we see that a lot of information are collected for our certain record. Privacy concerns are there. So leakage of Aadhaar or personal identity data, okay, all this is happening, we lose our identity, we can find our information online. Okay, so misuse of citizen information by unauthorized parties, so that we install so many application with this unauthorized. So that's why we don't have to install the application which is not that safe. So we have to install correct application, so that leakage of information won't happen. So that is what the challenges of e-governance. Very important question, challenges of e-governance. Okay, so go through this. Next, international status of e-governance. What do you mean by international status of e-governance? So that is what in India we understood the situation. What is the international status? It is really good in certain countries. So leading countries. Okay, so Estonia is one of the top, one of the country where e-governance has gone to advanced level. That is fully digital governance system, fully digital. It is 100%. Why it is called 100%? You can see e-residency program. Online voting is there, which is not in our, which is not still implemented in our country. Digital ID for all citizens. So you can see the health insurance. Digital ID means everything you can find out, where he is working. Okay, everything digital ID for citizen. Paperless government operation. Okay, it is completely online. Citizen can vote online in election. Okay, almost all government services are available digitally. Next country which we have to talk when we talk about international status of e-governance, in leading countries we have Singapore. Singapore has developed a smart nation initiative. Okay, so Singapore, so integrated digital service across all the sectors. Okay, so telephone, mobile, social media, everything they have integrated. So if they want to find out any information about a citizen, they can get all the information from different department. Smart infrastructure and data driven governance, high internet penetration, so they have really good internet speed over there. One stop government, so that is what you can get access to different government service portal. Smart traffic and public safety system, okay, even the traffic system is completely online there. Next, United States, third country is United States, that we cannot miss it. Open data initiative is there. Okay, online tax filing system is there. Government data portals for public uses. Strong use of technology in administration. Okay, so these three countries, Singapore, Estonia, and United States. These are the three countries. Okay, UK is also, they have a centralized platform, government.uk, that provide easy access to government services. Okay, so that is what, there is a single portal. It is the same website. You don't have to go to 100 websites. It's a single portal where you can have all the government services. Very user friendly it is. Focus on digital illusion. Okay, what are the key features of e-governance globally? Key features. Okay, when you talk about e-governance, what are the features? Digital identity system. Okay, for example, Estonia's digital ID system is popular. Online voting, which is there in Estonia country. Integrated government portal like gov. Which is there in UK. Open data system, which is there in for US. Okay, so that is what the thing. And next, what is the status of Indian e-governance in India? We already discussed these things, right? So presently we are not that bad. We are in a progressive state. We are a developing country. Okay, so Digital India program is there. What is Digital India program? It is a flagship initiative launched to promote digital infrastructure. For example, 5G, 4G, digital literacy, online service delivery. So these are all a part of Digital India program. Next we have, when we talk about flagship initiative, we have broadband connectivity across the country, digital access to government services, promotion of cashless economy. So we have bitcoins. Okay, so Bitcoin is getting legal access to the country. So Digital India program is all about having digital infrastructure. Okay, mainly 5G is there. Apart from 5G, we can talk about what else is there? Okay, having everybody have internet, right? So in remote village there is no internet access, so there also internet access will be happening. Digital literacy, so you can see ChatGPT is access. Okay, the government is providing free chat GPT access. Okay, online service delivery. Okay, we have Flipkart, Amazon, everything. Okay, is all a part of Digital India program. Aadhaar card, yes, Aadhaar card is one important thing that we cannot miss about India. Aadhaar card, a unique identity system which has happened in last 10 years. Okay, there is a unique ID number for every citizen. So we all have our unique Aadhaar card number. And this Aadhaar card is linked everywhere in our bank account and subsidies. UMANG App, okay, what is UMANG App? I told you about UMANG App. You can check your provident fund balance, applying for certificate, access to utility services. Provident fund means when you get salary, okay, certain part of money will be going for your provident fund. So you can check the balance of your provident fund in UMANG application. So once you join any company, become a part of a company as an employee, you have to check the PF balance, right? How much money you have collected or accumulated so far. Okay. Access utility services. That is what you can have access to digital locker. Okay. You can download Aadhaar card, PAN card, passport, everything you can find in UMANG app. So UMANG is one portal. DigiLocker, we all are using it. Hopefully, all are using it. You can have a soft copy of your driving license, marks card, and Aadhaar card in DigiLocker. You can download DigiLocker. It's available in Play Store. E-Seva is completely from the government. Centers established to provide digital services in rural and remote area. E-Seva, okay, for the farmers. Okay, bill payment, certificate application. Okay, caste certificate, communicating certificate. Everything is available with the help of E-Seva. Okay, so most of the government website you can see that it is from the Hindi terminology, Seva, okay, Vidwan, okay, so many things are there. Online income tax filing is there in India. Okay, what we are learning presently, we are learning about India status. So these are the things that we have implemented in our country. Online income tax filing is there. Okay, e-court and e-hospital system is there, digital platform. So during COVID, when Supreme Court or state court were not able to, operate in public, so digital platforms are established where you can check case status. Okay, judgments can be made online. In YouTube, you might have seen there are a lot of videos, right, where the court session is recorded and sent. E-hospital, okay, you can book for doctor appointments. Okay, you can book for Manipal Hospital and many other hospitals with the help of online booking. Okay. Strength of e-governance. You can see that they are all theoretical nature. You can, now this is all easy now. E-governance. So that is about unit 3. Okay. Let's not make the video a little lengthy. I'll cover module 4. Okay, in the next video. Thank you.